Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
There's a new and different way to fund your business or side hustle without the hassles of a loan. HomeTap. HomeTap is an investor that gives you access to your home equity in cash in exchange for a share of your home's future value with no monthly payments or interest. How you use the money is totally up to you. HomeTap. Get more from home ownership. Get more from life. Subject to eligibility, terms and conditions apply. Visit HomeTap.com to apply in minutes. That's HomeTap.com. HomeTap.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Well, we've teamed up again with the Washington State Council of Firefighters and Operation Warm. You know we love to get coats on kids that need them. And we've got about 1,750 kids out there that need coats. So our goal is to raise that much money, about $35,000, to get coats on kids. Now, you don't have to give us the entire $35,000. If you want to, Mr. Gates, Mr. Rich Persons,
Mr. Bezos,
Ms. Hey, how about the former Mrs. Bezos?
Her too.
How about you?
How about Russell Wilson?
How about
you let us down yesterday? It's time for you to pick it up and make it better.
We just, or maybe just $20. If you could give us $20, that at least gets one coat.
Come on, Russ, you can afford $20.
Yeah. How about Sierra? Let's ask her.
$40 between the two of them.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
Or for $29 more, they could join my 69 crew.
Whee!
Just
I like this plan.
Like Gene Church, who is a member of the 69 crew. Shout out to Gene, you rock. And then shout out to some other rockaholics that have donated even a little bit more than that, like Nick Terrell, $120. Brian,
Nick
$60. You
Brian.
got Crystal, $20. Crystal Amos, Marina French, $100. J.R. Goodwin, $40. The rockaholics stepping up huge, BJ.
Boy, J.R. is really good, and that's a win that we got that.
Oh, my.
Hey. Oh.
That's what I'm talking
Sorry,
about.
J.R. Would you like to donate? You can go to KISW.com. Hey, be sure to tune in this Thursday because we are having Coats for Kids Day, our show in the men's room. Yeah, we're trying to raise money for kids, but we're going to do horrific things to each other in order to make this happen. Pies and faces. I don't know. I'm going to get smushed up with a no-name cake or something. I don't know.
You're singing Dominic the Donkey.
That's what it is. Danny's going to be putting hot stuff on his body. I don't know what's happening.
Again.
Yeah, again. Coats for Kids Day is presented by the Advocates. Help out any way you can. Go to KISW.com.
Let's play B-Migs. It's time to play the game. Yeah! So everybody scream his name. B-Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! B-Migs, you're a loser. It is time
to be Migs, and it's time to pump it up for Monday. What's that now? You got to pump it up. Pump it up.
Pump it up.
Get your coffee, maybe do a little dance or something.
Well, it is a Monday.
Yep.
And look, after what happened with the Seahawks, the only good news is if you're a Sounders fan, you're excited. There's something to get pumped up for tonight. Is this the conference championship,
yes.
Danny?
Yep.
All right.
All right, then, yeah.
They win today. They go on to the MLS Cup Finals against the Columbus Crew, right?
Yep.
And I'm a little confused because, I went on my TiVo and it said the match starts at 7 on FS1. So I don't know, 6:30, 7. I don't know if there's a pregame, but I have no idea.
Check your local listings.
Yeah, I'm a little bummed out because I don't know what's happening.
Well, if you start at 6:30 and it hasn't started yet, at least you haven't missed anything.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. I'll have to record how many minutes before. I don't know if it lets me do that many minutes before.
Well, while you're worrying about that, let's get to our contestant. We got Travis and Kent. Travis, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here.
That's right, buddy.
Get out. For those playing at home, Travis will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Travis, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's do this.
Burt Reynolds and Dolly Parton starred in the 1982 movie The Best Little Whorehouse and where?
Texas.
Yes. By area, what is the smallest of the Great Lakes?
Michigan.
No.
Superior.
What was that?
Superior.
No.
Pass.
Cherry Coke was launched in what decade?
What was?
Cherry Coke was launched in what decade?
80.
Yes. Which notable actor starred as Achilles in the 2004 movie Troy?
Brad Pitt.
Yes. What car manufacturer makes the Forester?
Subaru.
Yes. How many Oscars was the film The Sixth Sense nominated for?
Repeat the question.
How many Oscars was the film The Sixth Sense nominated for?
3.
No.
4.
No.
5.
No. Cream, cottage, and blue are all types of what food stuff?
Cheese.
Yes. Which state has a shoreline along the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean?
Texas.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Florida.
5 correct. Yep, but too late on
Sorry
that
about
one.
that, buddy.
Hopefully it's not the deciding factor.
I have a question, Mr. Rev.
Okay.
The Sixth Sense question. Is there a Ken Jennings way to get that right?
Yes. Absolutely.
I love it.
Yes.
All right. I was trying to think like Ken.
Plus, Steve's actually going to get that. I mean, come on. I mean, if you think about it. Yeah.
I know. But I was like, I used to get mad at you, but now I'm realizing,
if you pay a little bit of attention to the questions.
He's enlightened me. I have to tell you that he
you've been Ken enlightened.
Yeah, and I really appreciate that about trivia.
Or Ken lightened.
You know, I really do, because I always thought, man, how are these people winning Jeopardy? And then Ken Jennings sort of told us the whole secret behind being a good trivia player. And
exactly.
I'm like, okay.
Steve, see if he can do it. Are you ready?
Yes.
Burt Reynolds and Dolly Parton starred in the 1982 movie The Best Little Whorehouse in where?
Texas.
Yes.
Love that movie.
Wow.
My mom showed it to me once.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. By area, what is the smallest of the Great Lakes?
Huh?
By area, what is the smallest of the Great Lakes?
Lake Michigan.
No.
Lake Erie.
No.
Lake Timintonka.
No.
Timintonka Lake.
Cherry Coke was launched in what decade?
90s.
No.
80s.
Yes. By which notable actor starred as Achilles in the 2004 movie Troy?
Achilles. Brad Pitt.
Yes. What car manufacturer makes the Forester?
Honda.
No.
Ford.
No.
Nissan?
No. How many Oscars was the film The Sixth Sense nominated for?
6.
Yes.
Nice job.
Cream, cottage, and blue are all types of what food stuff?
Cheese, baby.
Yes. Which state has shoreline along the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean?
Florida.
Yes. The Chicago Bulls colors are black, white, and what other color? Yes. What decade did the Macarena come out?
Macarena. 90s.
Yes. 1,
job.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You win 8-5.
Oh, sorry, Ben.
Oh, it's Travis.
Oh, sorry, Travis.
Yep.
Well, sorry, Ben didn't get to play.
Yeah, Ben had the backup. He probably would have won.
Yeah, we wouldn't have.
I don't know. He'll text and let us know later.
Oh, it's my arch rival.
Yes,
How
yes.
he probably would have won.
Travis left. He just hung up the little baby.
Yeah, I understand that, man. Sometimes you know when you're going to lose, though.
You got to be a gracious loser and go, hey, good game.
Hey, sometimes you just got to pull a Tom Brady and not shake the other quarterback's hand.
Yeah, that's exactly what Travis did.
Pull a Tom Brady.
He TV'd it.
He did get the manufacturer that makes the Forester. That would be the Subaru. Subaru Forester.
I have to check that thing out.
It is
Really?
a Subaru Forester, yeah. I knew that myself.
Yep.
Only thing I think of when I think of a Subaru is the Outback.
Yeah, with a dog cage in the back.
You got a forest, you got an Outback. I mean, Subaru's all about going out in the wild, apparently.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
By area, what is the smallest of the Great Lakes? Basically, everyone said everything but the correct
But
one.
Huron.
No.
Like I said, not Huron. Is it Ontario?
Yeah.
Lake Ontario's the smallest of them?
Yeah.
Dude, I have to tell you something. Those lakes are pretty huge. Because,
yeah, they're Great Lakes.
Because I lived in Rochester, and Lake Ontario, man, it's like an ocean. You can't see the
it's
other
a lake.
side.
It's a lake.
I know, but the idea is that you can't see the other side.
Well, that's like when we go to Chicago and there's a Lake Michigan right off of the shores of that, and you look out there and it just goes on and on. It's huge, gigantic.
I can't believe that Lake Ontario is the smallest of them all, because I just always assumed it was.
Lake Michigan looks like a dong. It's like a giant eggplant.
Yeah, there it is. All right.
So you can send a picture of that instead of the eggplant emoji now?
Lake Erie and Lake Ontario look very similar in size.
Yeah. Wow. And you look at that picture and you go, oh, yeah, that's definitely a lake. But when you're on the banks of Lake Ontario, you can't see the other side. That's a huge lake.
Exactly.
As opposed to like Lake Washington, we can see it.
So it says, are you kidding me, Migs? You see a forester like every third car around here.
Yeah, basically.
You don't have to pay attention to that because sometimes you don't notice something until like...
Yeah.
You get it or you think about it and then you're like, oh my gosh, they're everywhere.
It's like when you get like a red car and suddenly you see all of the same types of the red car and you're like, oh, look at that one now.
You know, if you don't have the gene, I think the average dude notices cars. And I don't give a flying fish. So I know that I'm seeing the same kind of vehicle. I know that. Like I can tell you, oh yeah, I noticed it's the same kind of vehicle, but I couldn't tell you what it is because I don't care. I don't have that gene. But everybody in my family, all my buddies, I mean, they know cars, so I'm not surprised they can tell you exactly, oh yeah, there's a ton of Foresters on the road.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Steve. You won.
Good job, Steve.
Thank you.
Woo!
Victorious.
You did not pull a Seahawk.
No, I did not.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you know this. Ever since George Clooney said he cuts his own hair with a Flowbee, they have been flying off the shelves.
I knew it. I knew that was going to happen, man.
He says the vice president of Flowbee, which I didn't even know they were still in business.
That's why I knew. I was like, I forgot that Flowbees even still existed. And all of a sudden, he does an interview where he says he cuts his hair with a Flowbee. And I'm like, it got me interested in Flowbees again. Not that I need it.
Well, I don't know. Can you Flowbee down to what I do?
Oh, that might be a stretch.
Yeah, I don't know if I can go to I don't have stubble. I mean, I probably have like a quarter inch of hair on my head.
I feel like you could do that with the biggest attachment though on like a hand razor.
See, I'd rather Flowbee it.
Right, that way you don't have to worry about the hair going everywhere.
Yeah, because it vacuums it up. They say their sales have gone up tenfold over the past week. Wow. They're completely sold out, and they definitely go, the Clooney effect. And they say it'll take them 2 to 4 weeks before they can get supply back up to meet demand. And of course, they probably never expected this. Of all the businesses trying to do something in the holiday season, and people really, wondering if they're going to be able to survive the holidays or survive at all. Look at Flowbee going, well, we're good.
Well, and also, I mean, I would imagine like if they thought like we need to get a celebrity to endorse it, the last person they would think of hitting up is George Clooney because they'd be like, he's way out of our budget. Maybe we could get Screech from Saved by the Bell, but that's about as good as it's going to get.
Yeah.
And now you got George Clooney, arguably one of the biggest movie stars of our generation, touting how great a Flowbee is, and then he was just on Jimmy Kimmel talking about it.
See, that's the beauty of he's probably talking about it again because obviously people go, George, what is this about? Oh, and Jimmy's got the Flowbee.
Yeah, he teaches Jimmy how to use the Flowbee.
And Jimmy's going to do it on.
They both got Flowbees. They're going to cut their hair with Flowbees.
Oh my God! And so here's the thing: they said they're going to send George a thank you package. I don't think you got to. I mean, it's nice that they want to, but
yeah.
Wow, dude, that's insane. And look, it's just that easy.
We have audio of them actually doing it.
Oh, let's hear it.
Talk me through this because I've not used it.
Oh, you've used one.
No, I haven't used it. You know what? I couldn't hook it up to the vacuum cleaner.
It's a little bit long, this extension, so it's not going to do you that much. That one,
is it too long?
Yeah, it's too long, but you turn this on, the vacuum on.
Yeah.
You turn the buzzer on.
Okay.
And you go to town, like this, on your hair.
You do it that fast?
Huh?
I said you do it that fast?
Can't hear you on Flowbee.
Wow, that's great. And so Jimmy's back in studio?
It looks like they're in a studio, yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if they have a canned audience or an actual audience or what's going on, but they're a lot further apart now, though, on this set.
Yeah.
As you noticed.
Yeah, so they're going back to doing that. All right.
And they didn't use each other. They used different Flowbees. I think back in the old days, 2019, they probably would have shared the same Flowbee.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah, I think that's a good point. You got to get your own Flowbee. You can't share, and
that's why they're going off the shelves.
That's more money for Flowbee. You can't even share Flowbees anymore.
Yeah, and no one can go to a hairstylist now too. That's so crazy. Like I would have never guessed that Flowbee would have a resurgence.
Now you still, at least in our state, you still can go to a hairstylist.
Mm-hmm.
That I don't know about other places, but here you can.
I wouldn't know that. I haven't gone to a hairstylist in a long time.
Only because it's very confusing. But this isn't as bad as it was in March. There are still some things you can do that you couldn't do back in March and April. But still, why go anywhere if you can get a Flowbee? That's all I would say. So, gosh, I wonder if it could do like me, Steve. It makes me want to try.
Well, what are the attachments? Like, how low do they go? That's
how low do you go?
And then are you going to give up on your guy and start using a Flowbee?
Well,
you were worried about just getting a haircut from Vicky. Now you're going to say you're dumping him for a Flowbee?
Listen,
he's going to hate. He might actually show up to your house with a weapon.
It's very possible,
Cheers.
but look, Vicky's price compared to his price was very different.
Well, yeah.
Vicky's price was like
$3.99.
Yeah, $3.99. So and
Floby's like $100 and something bucks. You know, drop that kind of.
So actually, Vicky's still the better option then.
Yeah.
All right, Vicky.
I want to get one of those. They have like the skull razors. Have you seen that, Rev?
Oh, it's like the little circular thing.
It fits in the palm of your hand.
Yeah.
I'm targeted. I get these targeted ads for this. I don't know
What is
why.
this? So it's a skull razor that will make your head look the way like completely bald like yours?
Yeah, it's like a skull. I don't know what it's called, like a skull hair trimmer or razor, but it's like this weird thing that fits in the palm of your hand. Oh, the pit bull.
Oh, the pit bull.
The skull shaver.
Oh,
but I don't know if it's good or not.
Yeah, it looks so. Actually, it looks just like
the old school face razor.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like a Norelco with the. And I actually still have a Norelco
Those are
face
hella
razor.
cool, man.
Right? But I'm like, it's a $90 ticket. Like, do I really want to drop $90 on something? And it's like,
yeah, usually I just use like a wall shaver and just kind of mow the lawn.
This thing looks pretty.
And does it suck up the hair or something? Because what is it? What does it need that big thing on the top for? Because
That looks like the battery
like
pack.
the battery pack. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a battery pack.
Yeah.
Wow.
Usually with that, just the hair will just. He's getting a good close shave with that.
That's a huge battery pack.
I could do that in the shower, man.
Well,
shave my head. That's
yeah. Nice.
I don't know. I'm thinking about it. If anyone has used that pit bull shaver, let me know if it works.
Okay.
Man, I want to hear about that.
I mean, it really, unless it's got different, it looks exactly like an old Norelco shaver.
Yeah, I get the
As far
targeted
as
ads for that all the time.
All right.
That, and I don't know why. I really don't understand this, but I just got a targeted ad that's very weird. Have you ever been, speaking of bald, it's called Bald Butler?
What is that? I don't get that ad.
It's a penis pillow.
Whoa.
Why is it called a Bald Butler? Oh.
Why am I adorable? Why is this targeted towards me?
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Like, what do I want? I'm looking at it, and my wife's like, "What are you looking at?" I'm like, "Oh, it's just a wiener pillow. I don't know."
Steve, if your login name is Donglover69, it's just targeted ads.
Yeah, Steve.
Fair.
To clarify, it is not a pillow for your
No, it's just like
Johnson.
it's just a pillow that you.
That looks like a cute
Do they sell
little
pillows
Johnson.
just for your Johnson?
Well, I
I
recently...
don't believe so.
So Etsy sent me an email like, hey, shop local. I'm like, hell yeah. And one of the shops was selling like little costumes for your wee-wee.
Oh, really?
Like Superman and Batman.
Now, Vicky, honestly,
I'm not kidding.
if somebody was dating you, you know that that's what they should do.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, it's almost like, I mean, talk about they targeted the right person with that ad. Vicky would definitely go, okay, boyfriend, I've got some costumes for your pee-pee, so you're going to wear them.
So looking up the Bald Butler on their website, Steve, would you like to guess the price?
$6.99.
No, $69.90.
What does it do?
I'm not dropping
I mean, why do they
$69
call
for
it a
a pillow.
butler? Does it do anything besides just be a pillow?
It's cuddly.
They got like a pink colored one and then a brown colored one. Is the brown colored one bigger?
Who is this targeted for? People that like penises?
It looks just like literally just it's something you should just rest your head on.
It's the most adored pillow of the century. Eggplant emoji.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know who's buying it. Whoever's buying it, let me know who the target audience is. I have no idea who the target audience would be.
And we got a lot of text saying that the Pitbull razor works great, although there's a couple that say it doesn't. So it's just like Amazon reviews. I don't know who to believe.
I don't think it's going to make your head look as good as that. I mean, I bet it's not
like
as good as
the
a
penis
razor.
pillow? I hope not.
No, yeah. You want to look like a bald butler, though, right? Your wife wants you to be the bald butler.
Well, I don't want it to be completely gone. I still want the stubble.
Oh,
So
I
I'm
thought,
thinking
all right.
But I just wonder if this is easier to use than the one that I use.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Because I use a person that charges me. That's what I do. It is time for Listeners on the Loose. This is where you get to pick the topic. You get to guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We got your calls. We got your texts at 920 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
Your home equity. It could be an untapped opportunity instead of an untouchable asset. Introducing HomeTap. HomeTap is an investor, not a lender. They give you cash in exchange for a share of your home's future value. Use it to pay off debt, make renovations, fund a business, or just live a better life. There's no interest or monthly payments to worry about. HomeTap. Get more from home ownership. Get more from life. Subject to eligibility, terms and conditions apply. Visit HomeTap.com to apply in minutes. That's HomeTap.com.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has the widest range of electrified vehicles on the market, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose, brought to you by Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Listeners on the Loose, where you pick the topic, you guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Do remember, man, whatever it is you want to talk about, Steve has a rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ. Show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to con you and then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Ken in Tacoma, you are on the Rock.
Hey, morning, folks.
Morning, Ken. Welcome to the show. What you got?
So I wanted to thank you for highlighting the fact that it's Pearl Harbor Day, mainly because my grandmother, who was 8 months pregnant at the time, was a Navy nurse and stationed at Pearl Harbor while it happened. Oh, and by the way, her husband at the time was also commissioned there and was on a submarine, but she didn't know it, but he was out during maneuvers, and she thought she was watching him being bombed.
Oh,
and then they emergently took her out, life-lighted in blackout conditions in a helicopter to the mainland to get her to the mainland to deliver shortly thereafter.
Yeah, it's just the things that people had to go through in World War II. I have a friend of mine who lived in England at the time where basically they were getting bombed all by the Germans a lot. And she was a little girl at the time when that was going on. Yeah. I just can't imagine. And, you know, talking to her, though, she's more fearful of random danger than she was of that danger because they at least knew it was coming. It's like they could prepare for that because they knew, okay, they're going to bomb us. We know to shut the lights off. I mean, I would be terrified to think, my God, is this going to be the time? But they liked it because they knew that it was happening. They could prepare for it, whereas random danger, you just never know when it's going to happen.
Right, you're not going to get an alert like, hey, you're going to get into a car accident today.
Yeah, it's so bizarre. Today is Pearl Harbor Day, and this is when the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor and pretty much got us in the war.
Yeah, and I remember, like, it was never like something I really thought too heavily about until I went to Hawaii the first time. And when we were there, my wife and I decided she wanted to go. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Sounds interesting to go to the Pearl Harbor exhibit where you get to check out, like, with the USS Arizona Memorial, also the Battleship Missouri Memorial as well. And being on the actual Missouri and then looking out into the water and seeing, you know, things underwater that were bombed. It was just like, it was pretty heavy just to witness that, to be like that up close and personal with it. So then, like, you know, you go back and then watch some of these things and watch some of these specials. It just hit home a lot differently. And I mean, obviously right now no one's going to Hawaii, at least that I know of. But if you ever do make your way to Hawaii where you can check out that memorial, even if you're not a history buff, and I'm not, I'm far from a history buff. I highly recommend people checking that out. It was one of the most powerful things I've ever witnessed.
206-421-ROCK, text us at 77999. It is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show.
So he says, are we not going to make fun of Sarah and her butt all over the internet yesterday? Well, she's not here today.
She's back on Wednesday. She's still on. She's still on her little. Basically, it's her mini birthday party with her and J-Rubs. I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
Booty. Why did she post that? Why
you
is
didn't
that?
see that?
No, I
didn't either.
I don't pay attention. What is she doing?
She's partying.
And who took that picture? Was that J-Rubs?
Well, I hope it wasn't someone who works at the place that they're staying.
What the hell is wrong with my daughter? Why does anybody need to see that picture?
So it's all over, including, is it on Twitter?
I think it was
Why
on Twitter.
is she putting that?
It's on Twitter. It says,
why are they doing that?
I can't even scroll down. It says 29 and feeling fine. Hashtag birthday girl.
Oh, she's not even 30 yet.
Cheers. I saw. She's living life.
I saw this and I just started laughing.
Why has she got to put this on Twitter?
I don't know.
I mean, the only person that should care is Jay Rubs, and if he's happy, good. Take the picture and let him see it. I don't have a problem with her taking the picture. I don't have a problem that even Jay Rubs sees it because it's her boyfriend. But why does everybody else have to see that?
That's her call. That's a question I can't answer.
I know. I don't
BJ.
understand.
We'll have to visit this on Wednesday when she returns.
Do you understand what you could be? I mean, this is
I know. I thought
this is your future.
I'm thinking that right now. Well, how do you handle that, though? I mean, really, at the end of the day, what is she doing? It's nothing harmful.
Vicky, have you ever put your butt on the internet like that? I mean, I don't see pictures of you guys that much, except Danny. I see every picture Danny posts. Yeah, but the rest of you guys, I don't see much.
Technically, I have, but it was an extreme close-up of my tattoo, so you couldn't see it.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, not you posing like that. I've never seen you do that on the internet, as far as I know.
I mean, she did get over 800 likes, so I might have to.
Oh, this is just going to be more D pics coming her way. That's what's going to happen.
Hey, that's her own problem. Hopefully not. That shouldn't encourage anyone to send a wiener pic. But
I know, but you know there are idiots out there.
800 likes, man. You could probably get 800 likes if you show you should recreate that. You know, there's like those dads that embarrass their kids when their kids do things that they feel are embarrassing. So they dress up like their kids. They act like their kids. You should recreate that picture.
Yeah, nice try.
Gosh. What about on Coach for Kids Day for X amount of dollars? Did you recreate that picture?
Why would anybody want to see that?
Oh, I know lots of rockaholics would love to see that.
Why?
Because it's funny.
Yeah. Well, how much they got to give? They got to give. That's big money then. Seriously.
What's big money? Like,
I got to be thinking that someone, I don't know, maybe if we hit a threshold.
Right. Because we got to figure out how much is it going to cost. How much are we going to raise that morning so that the Rev is willing to shave his beard?
Yeah, and it's not going to be cheap.
All right, well, I feel like it's on the same level of
I don't know. I think yours is worse.
I kind of think yours is worse too.
All right, then good. I was at least being, I was trying to because I think it's going to be tough for Rev to shave his beard. So yeah, I definitely think it's on the same level or worse.
So what do we shoot for the stars? Like how crazy do we go?
Well,
$10,000.
Oh, I'm thinking more than that.
Nick, 'cause I'm not shaving my beard for 10 G's.
How much are you going to shave your beard for?
What rockaholic has? The total money. Right.
Not one person, but like total in the morning.
So the day. So the morning show raises $10,000
by 10 a.m. If we raise X amount of dollars, Rev will shave his beard, and if we raise even more than that, you would do the butt pick. You don't have to.
No, I mean, if it's for the kids.
For shaving my beard, I want to say like 30 G's.
Oh, gee.
30 grand.
I'm going big on this, man. This is my life. This is my livelihood.
This is his life.
Dude, okay, the men's room, they raise like 20 G's by taking pies to the face. I'm forever altering my face.
Well, not forever, just for a year
until
or
it
two.
grows back, yeah.
All right, well, so we will keep a tally. Do we have anybody that can keep a tally of what we raise?
Yes, we will be. Yeah,
okay, cool.
We've got
all right.
a team of people.
So Rev's saying 30 grand.
All right, so Rev, in order for Rev to, over the course of the morning, by like 9:50 that morning, we have to have raised $30,000 in the morning for the Rev to be willing to shave his face.
And what do we want, 50 for my butt? Is 50,000 a good amount of money?
I think that's an incredible amount of money. That's amazing.
All right, well, let's put their money where their mouth is.
50.
Here's the sad thing: they probably would have paid 50,000 for Sarah's butt. They don't want to see mine.
But there are people out there that want to. It's all about having fun and humiliating each other.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh, man.
50,000 for my butt.
And Sarah's already putting it out for free, so.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put this out there for myself because I wanted to do the hot chip challenge. Mine is only $1,000 because I want to do it. I want to do it early so that way we have the whole show.
Do we have
for
some
me suffering?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Yes.
So as soon as we raise $1,000, Danny's doing the hot chip.
Yes.
So I was thinking I'm going to do that one that one person suggested. I'm going to take a swirly in the toilet bowl.
You're gonna do that to yourself.
Well, someone's got to flush it.
I can help you with that. They got the automatic sensors, too. I think you can just wave a little bit.
Yeah, I could do that.
All right, well, as long as it's all approved. Just get everything approved.
By who?
I don't know. I just don't want to get in trouble. But you're right. You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out. I mean, I don't mind you getting a swirly.
Well, I'm not going to drown. Don't worry.
You're going to do it in our toilets, which, by the way, that's pretty amazing that you're going to do that.
Well, I'm not excited about this, so I'm thinking I got to go higher than the hot chip.
Here's what I think.
I think it's like a 5G thing.
Yeah.
That sounds solid.
You know something? You're an amazing person because that's 5,000. Sure, I think we'll get 5,000 for someone to swirl your face. You're kidding me? I mean, we'll have Vicky
Well, I was
do
going to
it.
put my head in it.
Well, Vicky, you got to have the water, right?
Yeah.
That's what a swirly is. I mean, the toilet flushes, and isn't that what swirlies are? You're putting them right in the
You
water.
dunk someone's head into the toilet, right?
Yeah, I always
and then
thought
you
of
flush
it.
the toilet, and then you give him a wedgie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's extra.
You want somebody to give you a wedgie, too?
No, I know.
Are you going to keg stand it? Because I've seen it where they do that where they're holding someone's legs and the head's in the water.
Holy cow, Vicky.
Like, that's what I thought it was.
I don't know. Now, you know what? They want to kill you, Steve, is apparently what's
Clearly.
happening. Yeah.
All right, we'll figure that out.
All right, but it's
Vicky,
5,000.
Are you doing anything for this crazy challenges?
I know. You kept suggesting me cut some sort of hair off. So I'm trying to figure
don't
out.
have to do
No, I
anything.
know. So I'm trying to think of
Shaving
something.
Vicky's head.
Yeah, I said
That's
that'd
what
be a
people said.
million.
A million to shave. And Steve, so while Vicky's trying to think of what she's going to do, am I out of the singing the song challenge, or is that in there too?
Oh man, but that's really fun.
Okay.
I think that's got to be like a.
Well,
That's like a 5G thing.
Oh, it shouldn't be less. It shouldn't be more than what your swirly is.
All
That's
right,
for sure.
so how about we do 1,000 for Danny's hot chip?
Okay.
We do $5,000 for Dominic the donkey.
All right.
$10,000 for the swirly.
Oh, now we're up to $10,000.
Well, just for math purposes.
Yeah.
I mean,
all right, fair enough.
And then jump up to $30,000
for Rev.
For the Rev.
I'll
bring my razor.
And then $50,000 for you to take a butt picture like your daughter's on Instagram.
And of course, we'll be filming that. I know Danny will be recording it.
Oh yeah.
All
Well,
right.
it'll be like you remember back in the Playboy days, they had like the making of the Playboy pictorial.
Yeah. I'll be risky business. I'll take a risky business pic.
Are you going to wear like a blue thongy?
Well, no, she doesn't. I mean, that's
not really a thong.
No, she's wearing a pair of underwear. I mean,
it's like a boy cut, almost a little bit
so
higher.
I'll wear.
Yeah,
actually,
you got boy cut shorts.
I
don't
actually
you?
have some really amazing MeUndies. I'll
Okay.
pick out one of my better ones.
Oh, nice.
Are you going to hike it up a little bit, show a little cheekage?
Really, you want that?
I think it's going to happen no matter what.
For $50,000? You bet your ass I want that.
Was that? Well, who's going to tell me to keep going?
Danny, your perverted photographer.
All right, let me I got to put a note in my thing now. Wear MeUndies.
So right now, the only one that we don't have a tier for is 20,000. So that's where Vicky needs to come in with something cool for $20,000.
Oh,
Where's
someone
Vicky
said
gonna do?
My swirly should be $6,900. You're right.
You're right. Yeah.
$6,900.
All right.
Okay, $6,900 for Steve Swirly.
Yeah.
Vicky, anything at all?
Suggestions.
All right. Well, yeah. Let's make some suggestions. We'll take some suggestions from people, and we'll get back to everybody on this. You pick the topic. You guide the show. It's listeners on the loose. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We need your calls. We need your texts and suggestions for what Vicky can do to raise money for the kids on Thursday.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Well, you ask and you shall receive. People are suggesting things that Vicky could do on Coach for Kids Day as a way of raising money all for all the kids that need coats during the holiday season.
And it's this Thursday. We're doing it live. Our show as well will be, the men's room will be doing it as well as our show. Thanks to the advocates for presenting Coats for Kids Day.
Absolutely. One person says Vicky should do a cover of that Friday song. I think that could be like a $500.
Yeah, that's a lowball one.
Yeah. All right. How about someone says Vicky has to bang a listener for $20,000?
Wow, from one end to the other extreme.
Bang a listener for $20,000, but for $1 million, I'll shave my head.
Yeah.
See, that one I might have a hard time trying to convince Hair Club to allowing us to do. It's not that Vicky's opposed. I mean, let's keep it PG, people.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's not even a decent proposal. I mean, we offered $1 million almost 20 years ago on that movie.
Yeah,
Vicky only gets $20,000.
Well,
Yeah.
you know.
And it's not even for me. I'm doing it for the kids.
Yeah, you don't even get the money.
Wow.
Yeah, thanks, listener.
How about this? Vicky can share a room with the Rev for the whole show, but the Rev has to be super gassy, so he does whatever it takes to get.
Oh, okay.
himself to that
Yeah.
point.
Give myself like a meatloaf sandwich.
And how much is
then
that going to be
some
for?
curry.
$20,000.
I change poopy diapers on the reg. I have a little foster brother, so stink doesn't bother me that much.
That's true.
Plus, that would irritate Rev to have Vicky in the booth the entire day.
Yeah, basically.
You have to deal with Mesa. Who's that punishing?
That's the thing, really, is I think that, Vicky could take it. Rev probably couldn't take having someone looking over his shoulder the whole time.
See, I was wondering something along the lines of getting pied, but like a dunk tank, or I get something dumped on me, food related, maybe like cottage cheese or something.
Oh.
They have the big containers at Costco.
Oh, man.
Oh, how about you dip your head in it?
Okay, if my head fits, we might need a bigger bowl.
Yeah, we can get a big ass
We're going to have
bowl.
to get a bigger bowl.
We're gonna need a bigger bowl.
Get a cottage cheese facial.
Something cottage cheese.
A cottage cheese facial.
There you go.
I like it.
For $20,000.
It's probably good for the skin, right?
Probably.
I don't know.
But here's the thing. So, like, that's not a bad thing because I think really at the end of the day, now the incentive is we got to get to $50,000 in the morning so that BJ has to take the booty pick.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least $30,000 so we have to have the Rev shave his face. I don't know which one is more... Is going to be more. I think the Rev one is going to be the one that's going to pay off the most because then we live with that for a longer period of time.
That's true.
Though the picture's out there forever.
That's true, and we can frame it and put it in the studio.
Oh my God!
great.
Would you do that?
No, I'd get a canvas print.
It's going to be my phone background for the longest time. Just me and Rev.
Man.
Yeah.
See, my whole thought about it is like, well, we have to wear masks so no one will notice it. But if you guys are going to be taking damn pictures, crap.
I would like to say this:
You
is
should get
that
a beard mask.
everybody,
I will.
Is everybody on the show okay with me taking my pants off and seeing my underwear?
But you don't have. Yeah, I have no problem with that.
this,
100%.
Vicky hasn't said yes yet.
Yeah, I'm like wondering. I'm like, what's the weirdest thing I've seen weirder
All right.
here on the show?
I'm just
Fine.
saying, I'm just covering myself legally. That's
Yes.
all. Because last thing I need is being pulled into an office going, you never checked with anybody.
I know what we do. We, for privacy purposes, you and the photographer, you go into the room that we have that big green wall, the green screen room. Let's make sure Sarah takes a picture of that same picture without her in it.
No, it's going to be
So it's the
Joey
same
Diaz.
view.
I'm not going to have my daughter take a picture of my
No. Your daughter takes a picture of the view of what she just of the same shot that she took the booty shot without her in it. So then we can Photoshop you into that scene.
Oh, that's a good call.
Yeah, that's a great call.
All right, somebody get in touch with Sarah.
Yeah, just take a picture of that same shot. That's all. And
Okay.
don't tell her why. She needs to find out when she gets back.
Okay, she'll find out. People will tell her.
We can all pose in that kind of look.
Yeah.
Well, how much is that going to cost?
A team undie pick?
And you're asking Vicky to do that? I don't think we can. I don't think we can ask Vicky. It's going to have to just be the
fellas.
Just the fellas of the show.
Can I wear the onesie and then the underwear on top of the onesie?
You could do whatever you want.
Yes.
You can take the picture.
Yes.
Oh, that's not good. That's worse than her showing off her underwear, having to take a picture of us in our underwear. I think we'll let her do the onesie thing.
It's debatable, but I think she's seen worse.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
I like how we're working this all out.
Yeah, so do I. I'm so thrilled. Anyway, Coach for Kids Day. That's when it's all happening this Thursday. Tune in for the insanity,
the stupidity, the insanity, all of the above.
All to get coats on those kids.
That's what it all boils down to. Is that we're just trying to raise some money, good money, especially during the season. Because I did read an article just about how Mary's Place is getting hit even harder with people because of how the world is right now and the cold weather. On top of that, there's just a lot of people being impacted without jobs, losing their money, and going through some tough times. So anything that we raise is really going to a great cause, especially here locally.
Yeah.
Somebody want to know if any of us watched the MTV Movie and TV Awards last night?
I did not.
I don't even know what channel MTV is anymore on my thing.
Yeah.
I've lost. I don't remember the last time I've watched an MTV show.
Dude, I got to be thinking we're way too old. I feel like once you hit 35, are you really done with MTV?
But the weird thing is, I looked at this. I read about what this is, this MTV Movie and TV Awards, and it's totally catered towards people in their 30s. Like, it seems like all the awards that they're giving out are things that we've seen and that we've grown up to. It's almost it's almost like Lifetime Achievement Awards for the MTV generation.
I didn't know it was the greatest of all time special.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. That would have been something I would have been interested in because that would be, like you said, because I'm reading and it's like, I know all these folks.
Right.
Oh, I would just assume anything MTV does would be people I have no idea.
Just a bunch of stupid stuff about stupid people we don't know about.
So it was the GOAT Awards, and they had the hero for all ages. And the person that got that, which makes sense, I think, is because he just recently passed away. Chadwick Boseman, who played Black Panther.
Yeah.
He was honored by Marvel co-stars Robert Downey Jr. and Don Cheadle.
That's cool.
The hero for all ages. That's cool. Marvel Comics did a nice thing about him. For a month of their comics, they put a nice little dedication to Chadwick Boseman on the front page, when you open the book. I thought that was cool that Marvel did that.
Mm-hmm.
The Shiro Award. I don't have a problem with the person that got this award, but I have a problem that she got the award because I think somebody else should have got it.
Uh-oh.
Just my opinion. But definitely popularity.
Linda Lovelace.
Linda Lovelace not good.
Wow. Jenna Jameson.
Gal Gadot.
Oh.
Which...
she's Wonder Woman.
Yeah, she is. From a popularity standpoint, I think that's what it is. But frankly, I would have given it to Sonequa Martin Green, who has for 3 years been the lead character in Star Trek Discovery, and she has just been an amazing Shiro. If you're going to have a Shiro, but I know not as many people know that
I was
show.
about to say, who the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, but Sonequa also was in The Walking Dead, so she's had an amazing body of work.
And she was badass in The Walking Dead.
She was. So I think for 7 years, Sonequa has been amazing. But Gal Gadot gets it because it's a movie and everybody knows the movie. But in my opinion, Sonequa is the Shiro of the world. Zero to hero, is William Zabka from The Karate Kid, of course, because of Cobra Kai.
Oh yeah, he went from being obscure, basically nobody talked about him anymore, to now all of a sudden he's all the rage.
Yeah. And he did this really cool roast of MTV as his clueless character Johnny Lawrence.
Do we have it?
Mm-hmm. Do we? Well, let's hear that.
MTV called me a goat. I'll show him who's the goat. Play more Def Leppard. I've been watching your stupid channel since '85. Technically couldn't afford it. Bring back Martha Quinn. What happened to the music videos? I love that show Remote Control. Bring that back. I want to meet Kurt Loder. I don't want my MTV. Call me a goat. You're the goat.
Hey, Sensei, a goat is actually a good thing. It means greatest of all time.
They even sent a trophy.
Oh, really? That's what this is? I almost didn't sign for it. And they didn't give one of these to LaRusso? That's pretty cool.
Very well done. That is very, very well
Again,
done.
like, if you're in your 20s, you probably have no idea what the hell he's talking about. Like, who's Kurt Loder? What
I know you said MTV Remote Control. I was like, oh, I love that show.
That was Colin Quinn.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler was on that show.
He was. And they had the recliner that would launch backwards. I thought that thing was so cool.
Isn't it bizarre that MTV's got quite a legacy from the, since the 80s, and yet so many people probably have no clue because it's designed to basically expire its audience after 5 years?
Yeah, they just move on. They just forget who's it. Ken Ober was the host.
Yes.
And there was like a video game version of that. I used to play it.
Oh, yeah.
But what was it on? Like, what platform? I don't even know. It might have been like a computer video game. I don't think it was like on an Atari or Nintendo or anything like that.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Looks like it was one for the NES and also PC as well.
I must have done the PC version.
That's probably what you did.
Interesting.
Kevin Hart won Comedy Giant. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Dynamic Duo went to Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. That's obviously nostalgic.
If you're talking about all-time great romantic couples for, I think, this generation, they have to be on the top of that.
Yeah, you got Wedding Singer, 50 First Dates, blended. The Scream Queen went to Jamie Lee Curtis, and she brought out Michael Myers during her acceptance speech.
That makes sense.
Good for Jamie Lee Curtis, still being relevant to some degree to make a show like
this.
They're
still churning out those Halloween movies.
All right, well, there you go. She was also I liked her in Knives Out, too. She did a good job.
She was fantastic in that movie.
She did a good job. All right, well, we have a big question now that we've answered all of these questions. What do Ryan Castle and a car battery have in common? Well, you're going to find out at 9:49 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and a car battery have in common?
We're full of acid.
Yeah. It burns.
Well, one person.
I was talking about LSD.
Oh, that kind of
acid. Someone said Steve has them both hooked to his nipples.
Okay, fair enough.
You can use them to jump Steve.
Nice.
Both swell up and leak acid as they get older.
See?
And they both involve cranking.
Yeah, they do. Wow. Well, we got a 41-year-old by the name of Raymond and a 27-year-old by the name of Derek who ran out of a Kohl's in Oregon last week with their arms full of stolen stuff, and they hopped in their getaway car to speed off, but the battery was dead. So what did? They started asking people in the parking lot to give them a jump, which unfortunately for them couldn't get the car going before the cops arrived. And how about Raymond offered Derek $1,000 to take the fall for everything? So it's like after he's like, Ray, you do this and let me go free, I'll give you $1,000. Yeah, so that didn't
They
work
should have been
out.
shoplifting at an O'Reilly's Auto Parts.
Yeah.
Right?
They tried to blame one of the guy's wives while the cops were there. It was just like this. She wasn't even, I mean, these guys
That's
are geniuses.
not going to play well at Christmas.
No, they got arrested. But Ryan Castle, he's out. He's free, and he's got a 12-pack.
BJ and and Miggs play of the day.
I'll just message Danny that he's ugly now. I did not know it was hurting you that bad.
No, thanks.
Yeah. Don't do it on the internet. You got to do direct messages now. Yeah, definitely do it to DM.
I mailed him a letter.
Oh, that's even better.
4 to 5 days, you're going to get what I had to say to you.
Cool. Okay, boomer trolling. He mails his stuff at you with a letter.
I want to troll people via letter.
That's how we did it back in the Dizzle.
Write a note, put it in the mail. Dude, self-addressed stamped envelope so that way you can get back at me.
BJ and Miggs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I file for bankruptcy, do I have to appear in court? That makes me nervous.
Going to court is never something that's easy to do. However, when you file bankruptcy, you usually only have to attend one hearing at the courthouse. Of course, I'll be there with you. And when you go to court, it's not before the judge. It's actually with the trustee or the trustee's attorney. One of the things that's critical in a bankruptcy is that you give your attorney and the court all of your information. You list all of your assets and all of your creditors. That's what we're trading for your discharge, is your true and honest disclosure of your assets and liabilities. And so the court hearing is just usually about a 5-minute deal where you show up and reaffirm and swear that all the information you've given the court and your attorney is correct.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
There's a new and different way to fund your business or side hustle without the hassles of a loan. HomeTap. HomeTap is an investor that gives you access to your home equity in cash in exchange for a share of your home's future value with no monthly payments or interest. How you use the money is totally up to you. HomeTap. Get more from home ownership. Get more from life. Subject to eligibility, terms and conditions apply. Visit HomeTap.com to apply in minutes. That's HomeTap.com. HomeTap.com.